Alright. And we should be live now. I think, I hope. So hello everyone, it's your favorite programming error that just refuses to be fixed code here. I'm adjusting some stuff real quick. Yes. 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 Also, hi Neon, congrats on being first. Yes! Okay, I'm glad. Oh, I am so glad. The extra work was worth it. I have a chat again. So the dealio is I did do the thing of deleting everything and getting a fresh reinstall, which meant I had to redo the entire setup, which was annoying. I really didn't want to redo the entire setup and get everything sorted out again. But doing so has finally fixed things. There's a clip you need to watch. I guess I shall. But not now. For now, though, I'm gonna get some music in here because it's eerily quiet right now, and let's jump into the world. Code will never recover? I will absolutely watch that later. Oh god, it's about me. But yeah, Kiseki, Spin, and Neon, hello to all of you. Hope you're all doing fantastic today. Alright, so as soon as I log in, you should be able to tell what the new mod is. Or at least what it does. I think, I hope. Yes! Long overdue. Oh, it is so long overdue. Would you look at that? Look at all that information. And lagging, so... well... Hope the Genshin lag isn't too bad. Alright. Let me grab all this stuff and put that away. I didn't do too much AFKing, as you might be able to tell from the fact that my level hasn't really gone up. But yeah, look at this. I have all this info now. I can see things. I can tell what stuff is and where it's from. Such a useful thing to be able to do. Alright, let's put away all this stuff. Well, not like I can put all of it away, because we once again have stuff that needs to be sorted into the fishing area over here, which is slowly filling up, I will say. But yeah, things we need to do today. Actually, too soon to eat. Let's see here. I'm gonna need sand, right? Sand bricks, yes. Start a new Minecraft after reinstalling. Wow, everyone be reinstalling stuff recently. The seed I got is insane. I mean, wanna share a little bit about what makes it so insane? You can also post images if you want on the Discord. I might have to check them out later. Chiseled quartz. I think I needed the architect's cutter to make things easier on me. What else? What else was important for the hotel area? There was more. Alright. I need oak planks as well. Let's grab like 2 stacks. That should be more than enough. Oh, because you never did after the hard drive death. Ooh. Right. Well, happy getting back into Minecraft, especially if you have a good seed. It'll give me immediately like more of the sand because I already know this is gonna be super important. Okay, so I'll start the day off by expanding the hotel area. I think at this point it's pretty clear that we are slowly gonna hit the capacity with we're slowly gonna hit capacity with our current rooms. We are gonna need to expand, and I think I won't just add one more corridor, I think I'll immediately add 2 more and thus double the size. I think it makes sense to double it. Yeah. Which means we're breaking through right here. Just pulled off a 4v1. Respawn, some view armadillo. And of course lag. You can never escape the lag. Okay, let's set up the architect's cutter here. Slabs. Okay. The spider sounds would be unsettling, but I know that's just one of my hotel residents. Okay, so what did we say? 2 more immediately. Also, Caddington, hi, how's it going? And thanks for the pats, welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. The weekend is approaching. Alright. So maybe I should say I hope you're having a great week. Let me think. Do I need to double it, by the way? I think I do, right? Yeah, I definitely easily need to double the size. Because if I check... Let's see, that's... 10... 20... 30... 40, 50, 60. Yeah, there's no way. I am gonna need the extra, like, currently we have 24, so we will double now. And that will still not be enough total, but hey. One step at a time, huh? Huh? And yeah, all of the new rooms are gonna be out of beacon range. That is gonna be too far away. A tragedy. A real tragedy. In fact, if this expansion continues, yeah, that's gonna be the furthest south facing structure we have. The Waifu Hotel will be the furthest stretch we have to the south. Imagine that. Twitch cap for the message about the seed. I mean, hey, if that's how it's gonna be, then so be it. Okay. What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 9. And we go like this. Okay, then it's 4 wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it closes back in. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, so this is still here. And then it closes back in. So this is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay, we got it, we got it. We don't quite got it, but in theory we got it. Let's make the next batch. Okay, place that there. And eat our basic cheeseburger. It's weird that I switched the diet from steak to cheeseburgers, but it makes sense. So anyway, we have this wall, which should be 9 blocks, right? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Would you look at that? Related to the seed, what do you prefer, mending or infinity? Ooh. For a bow, I'm never really too sure because... I mean, I think generally... If you have, like, a good way to get arrows, like if you have some kind of skeleton grinder or something, then infinity would be the better, then infinity would be kind of redundant. So it would be mending. Generally, I prefer mending. I just don't use bows too often because I know I can't get both. And I don't like not being able to get both. But I think mending is better because if you have a bow that is enchanted very well, then you don't want your bow to break. So I think having the bow durability be the better thing is usually preferable to running out of arrows. Because if you run out of arrows, you can always get more. But if your bow breaks, then that's a problem. Ended my Genshin suffering with gambling and I'm not satisfied at all, but my phone is 10% and frames are lower than the women I talked. Yikes. Less than 0 frames. Insane. So then this would be where the wall is. God, this music, by the way, Hope of Spring. It's actually kind of triggering me a little bit. Because I hear that so much recently. Because it's the same music that they use for Danganronpa S. So I hear it constantly as of late. So then that's the wall, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. So that's for the next 12 rooms, and then we'll have another hallway over here. Which opens up like so. And then we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one more. Actually, I don't think I even need the one more here because it is gonna be the last hallway, so far at least, so that one more is redundant. So let me get rid of that real quick. Please pick it up. Yes. Well, for that one, I'm gonna have to jump. Yeah. Okay. And then we'll wall it off here. For now, for now. Yeah, this is gonna be an expansion, all right. Definitely gonna be worth it though. Also, I just realized I'm not being OSHA compliant. How could I forget, especially now that she's moved in? How are you feeling about this particular generic day? Honestly, I'm feeling pretty alright. I mean, yesterday was annoying, but today, so far, seems to be going well. Well, I say so far as if the day isn't already basically over. But yeah, I mean, chat is working again after all the trouble I went through. My internet seems to be fine today, unlike yesterday. I still have no clue what happened, by the way. I have no clue why my internet kept switching on and off every 5 minutes. That was so weird. Yeah, true, there are only 45 minutes left now. Damn it. Whoops, wrong one. Okay. There we go. So those are already moved accordingly, giving us the ability to sit down. Yeah, I am aware. Too bad I won't be able to experience that because I'm stuck on 1.19.2 forever. Except I probably will at some point because there is a backport mod that is in the works. The only problem is the big old backport mod that I'm keeping track of so far has not even started working on 1.19.2. They do have it on the list, like if I check. Yeah, the versions they want to backport to are 1.16.5, 1.18.2, 1.19.2, which is my version, 1.20.1, and 1.21.1. Those are the versions they're doing, and they're backporting all future versions back to those. The problem is, 1.19.2 is the only one where they haven't managed to backport a single other version so far. Like with the 1.16.5, they have already backported the first part of Caves and Cliffs. With 1.18.2, they've already backported the wild update to that. So basically, each one just like got the next update already. And with 1.20 and 1.21, they are basically doing most stuff already. But for 1.19.2, it's on their list that it's planned, but not a single one got done yet so far. Not a single update got backported for that. But hey, I'm patient, I can wait. As long as it happens eventually, I will be able to get access to the new features. Now, when exactly is eventually gonna be, who knows? Seems you're stuck staying a little bit longer. I mean, I don't mind though, I'm getting plenty of new content. I'm getting plenty of new content with every stream, even without the game updating. Horse to crouch. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Actually, no. Actually, no, because we don't have cushions, but we do have... I do have the option to sit down. I just gotta make a stool, and there you go. So I do have that ability. You ready? Am I ready though? But vanilla! Yes, yes, I'm waiting for the backport. I'm not sure I am ready, Neon, but hit me with it. I don't mean vanilla ice cream. To be fair, what I'm doing here is pretty far from vanilla. Spawn on the side of a snowy peak mountain. Nice. Star Hill Forest close to a pale garden. Ooh, the new biome that I have not been able to experience yet. Close to a jungle and bamboo jungle with jungle pyramid. Okay, so you even get the structures. Very nice. And spawning next to a jungle is already lucky because sometimes you gotta search for quite a while to get those. Ah yes, the water bucket, true. I do have that. Close an acacia forest with a village. Okay, villages aren't as rare as they used to be, but it's still nice to have one close by. Random patch of snow and powdered. 2 ruin portals with silk touch. Okay, that is luxury. Oh, there's a new autumn forest. The autumn forest. I completely forgot about that being a new addition already. Well, that's what you get when you don't really play the new versions anymore. Eventually I'll get them. Likes putting you in snowy taigas. I mean, snowy biomes are, or can be, rather pretty, but sometimes the snowfall can be annoying. Sometimes. They're just straight up annoying, but pretty. I remember a while ago when I played a little bit of the Mine Colonies mod pack. I decided to settle in a snowy biome. Haven't played that in a long time now. But it turned out to be a pretty nice spot to be. Even though it was extra annoying with the builders. The mountain with a river leading to an ocean? Okay, now you're flexing. Alright, because Nautilus can actually spawn now. Insane. I've only ever seen them as an item so far. Imagine actually having them spawn. There we go. So, I won't lie. There is a very, very high probability that this hotel expansion will need multiple streams. I mean, the initial hotel project needed multiple streams. And this expansion basically doubles the size. Well, it doesn't quite double it because we don't need to build the lobby again. But the number of rooms is getting doubled here, so won't deny it. Decent chance that we'll be left with another halfway done thingy here. Power for flame mending. Okay, now you're really flexing. Getting the good fishing loot. But nice. Okay, so... Door's always 2 away from the wall. So it's... Bam, bam, and then it's here, and over here it's bam, bam, and then here. Correct? Just so I have the orientation down still. And door handle is always to the right. Yeah, just making sure again. Not like I'm placing the doors right now, but you know. And then the wall here, which means once again 1, 2. And we have our gap. Mineshaft with a skeleton spawner in the mineshaft. Ah, shame there was no city. But got some underground biome variety too. Very nice. And the fact that you have a skeleton spawner and you have a mending... I was just talking about how, especially when you have a good source of arrows, then obviously mending is better than infinity. And would you look at that? You have a skeleton spawner. Just you wait for the nether. Why? What's up with that? Alright, that goes here. Oh, by the way, about the Waifu Hotel and potential future expansions and everything. I have to give you some sad news, or sad-ish news. The currently available waifus will be all that we have. I have gotten confirmation that future versions of WaifuCraft will not be updating for this version of Minecraft anymore. So yeah, version 3.0 has released, and we will not be getting that one. Which is a shame, because 3.0 has a lot of nice new features, which we'll be missing out on. Whack. It's especially whack considering how long we waited, because... how long we waited to add WaifuCraft, because reminder, WaifuCraft was only ported to this version on the 2.0 update, and now for 3.0 they're already, nope, now we discontinue support again, even though we just moved to this version. Very annoying. But apparently a lot of the new features that 3.0 has just don't work on the older Minecraft versions for some reason or another. Which is annoying. But oh well. So yeah, that also means no Teto, for example. Because I know Teto was added in 3.0. Ultra whack. Yeah. Mario about the modpack, imagine. Now there's a Crimson Forest, Soul Sand Valley. Oh, you already got the Happy Gas? Nice. So, yeah, Structure Luck was insane for you too, I see. Lucky pros, they're not playing it until they add Hu Tao. I am so sorry. But we will keep going as it is. Okay, Neon, your flexing is insane. Not everyone can get lucky with their seeds. What's next? You're gonna explore a little bit and stumble directly into a woodland mansion or something near spawn? Because that would be the ultimate flex, considering how rare those are. Found one naturally yet? I think in this world I actually found one naturally without a map or anything. Normally you need like normally you want to get the maps from the cartographer to actually find one. But yeah, in this world I actually found a woodland mansion. Right next to a village. A village that also had a shipwreck directly on the middle of one of their village pathways. It was quite interesting to see all that together. Of the straw beds. I have seen them. I don't know how they work. Do they work like sleeping bags in mods where you can sleep without setting your spawn point? Because if so, that's a very, very nice addition. Being able to skip nights without having to reset your spawn point constantly. And a very useful addition, especially because then you finally have something to counteract the stupid phantoms. Yes, but one use, I see. A little bit annoying then, but still. Better than nothing. Well, as for 4 straw beds, you can skip night while not setting spawn. But they also break, yeah. I see, I see. There we go. Keep a stack of hay bale on you and you got a lot of straw beds. Fair enough. Alright. Oh god, the blood is dripping. I forgot. Definitely noticeable on that ground. Damn it, Power, your room is leaking. It's a good thing nobody lives underneath her. Or directly underneath anyone, I should say. Some icebergs while traveling? Huh. Alright. I also still have to consider who's gonna be moving in today. Because I, as of now, still uncertain. Last time we moved in Nezuko, I believe, which means, I guess if we continue down the hallways, next up should be either Rem or Ram. Right? Yeah. By all means, one of those two should be next, and then the other one next time. Rem, fair enough. Who's Rem? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows who that could be? I'm gonna be out of the sand bricks soon. Yep, there we go. So I guess I should be getting more materials now. I do definitely need more quartz to finish up everything. More sand bricks. Yeah, okay. Sand bricks, quartz, and I guess I should start working on the flooring in the rooms as well. Well, let's go get that stuff. Iron axe or iron sword? Axe. It's a tool and a weapon in one. Much more utility. Let's grab like 2 stacks. Oh, I'm below a mill again. Would you look at that? It's insane how quickly that can go down. Internet and chatbox behaving today. The internet, yes. And would you believe it or not, I also managed to fix chat. After like 2 weeks. I had to do the Hail Mary and completely delete everything relating to Streamlabs and get a completely fresh install and go through the entire setup again. But after doing all of that, I finally have a working chat again. But yeah, other than that, things are going quite well. I should probably be moving this. Alright, let's keep going. Damn it. Actually, does the path even continue that? Yes, it does. And it has the extension by 2. Hey. Alright, then we go down here. Actually, hang on. So that's that. Actually needs to go out one further even. If I'm seeing that correctly. Right? Yeah, no, that one goes out one further, okay. Okay, so now that's this side done. Let's go over here. Okay, that's on par with this. Now we go over here. Okay, that looks to be correct. So let's fill this up. Perfect. Grows what? Finish the sentence. The hotel grows. It is growing actively itself. The structure is growing. But anyway, hi Eric. Hello. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to get more again. Alright. How far out does this one go? Here? Yeah, that looks right. One, two. Looking good. Cupcake. Very nice. And then this entire side still needs to be finished. I'm definitely gonna need 2 stacks for that, right? And if stuff is left over, then so be it. You know what, no, let's play it safe. Let's do 1 stack first, see how far that gets us. Because the slabs I can't convert back into EMC. So I should be careful. Because these are kind of expensive-ish. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it, Kiseki? Would be nice if that was an IRL thing too, and not just a game thing in my case. Okay, right here. Okay, that looks fine. Yes. Okay. I don't think I'll need another full stack, but I will definitely need some more. Let's make like half a stack, see how far that gets us. But at the very least, once we're done with this, we'll have the floor for the corridor in place. Which is already a decent step forward. Okay, not enough. Fine. $16 more. Okay, I need 8 more. That's fine. I can get that. Which means I'll have 4 blocks left over. Wow. Okay. Progress is being made. You'll love to see it. Let's get back to work on this stuff. So we have the wall here. And then 2 over from the wall is the door, which means right here. Then we might as well get these ones in place. Nice. Okay, okay. Slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. Again, getting all the outlines and everything done is probably the most time-intensive process. But once all that is set up, we should be fine to just fill everything in, which will hopefully be a lot faster. Uh-huh. Okay, other side. Here we go. Okay, that's done. And then over here. Okay, so that would be the wall, which means 1, 2, and then here's the door, and nice. Alright, same over here. I think we're getting somewhere. What do you think? Definitely noticeable progress, I would say. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Okay. How are we looking on the map? Oh yeah, soon the bright blue sky of our indoor-outdoor area will be completely covered. Insane. No more of that bright blue on the map. Okay, so it would be here the 1, 2. Yep. Okay. Damn it. Please pick it up. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Let's already do it the other way, so I have that prepared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Too bad she's not in the mod. No Hiruko, and even if she were, unlikely, by the way, very unlikely event that she were to be added in the future, we wouldn't be able to get her, because again, no more updates for this version. As tragic as that is. Huh? Interesting that you forgot about her too, because wasn't Hiruko initially one of the characters that you liked? The purple-haired one? But yeah, I know you're not that interested in Last Defense Academy, I know. Still a shame. So you should be interested in that game. Alright, let's go this way. Why does this happen? Alright, let's get the thingy. Alright, and this way. I hate this! 1, 2, 3, 4. One of the most annoying additions is the ability to place blocks like this. Yeah, there are probably situations where it would be beneficial, but most of the time it just leads to annoying misclicks. Right. here, and one more here. There we go. Reminded me of Yuriko's full name. Ah, yes. By the way, when we talk about Last Defense Academy, I appreciate that you didn't specify anything. There we go. Because Neon is in chat, and Neon still hasn't played Last Defense Academy, but is going to. Well, Neon has started Last Defense Academy. But yeah, Neon, who is in chat, would prefer not to be spoiled. So anytime you can avoid being specific would be appreciated. Alright, got it. How are we looking? Alright. No, it's just too lazy to specify. Then I'm glad you were too lazy. Ah yes, my favorite soundtrack. Dead Body Found D. Few more assets, like some. I mean, again, you shouldn't rush yourself. Greatness takes time. No! Oh yeah, in that case it takes even more time. Because you gotta rest and recover. Huh? Please pick it up. Oh, I definitely should have picked that one up. But if the game disagrees, there's nothing I can do about that. Don't you hate it when you constantly have disagreements with the game you're playing? I know I do. At the very least, I have cheeseburgers now. Though again, it's still taking... Oh my god, why does it keep falling? It's still taking some getting used to actually wait for my hunger bar to drop that low before I eat. Because normally I look at it and I'm like, oh, 4 hunger bars missing? That's a decent amount I should eat. But now it would be wasteful to eat that early. Please don't drop. Oh, come on! To enhance disagree with the position of the control. Fair enough. Fair enough. The disagreement can happen at any point, don't you know? Please pick it up. Please pick it up. Please pick it up. Wait, I was stupid. I didn't. Okay, but I picked it up again. Got lucky there. Why is the Danganronpa soundtrack so good? Like some of the soundtracks are just so good for regular BGM, like this one. I mean, yeah, some of the soundtracks feel a little bit jarring when they're just background music, but still. Okay, so that's the outline for everything done. I just gotta fill it all in. Which should be simple enough. Right? At least I would imagine it's gonna be simple. But it is gonna be quite a bit. I'm definitely gonna have to go and get more materials for this. Because there's no way I have anywhere near enough. Nice. Although we are making good progress with what we have. Won't last much longer though. Yep, there we go. That's all. Oh crap, I have a lot of cupcakes again. I should probably put some of those into the EMC thingy when I'm down there anyway. Ow. Alright, and we'll have this stupid thingy in the middle of everything. The floor is spruce, yes. Might as well grab that as well. While I'm at it, you know. Okay, so don't need any of this. You know what, I'll put the oak planks away for now so I have more inventory space for everything else. There we go. It even tells me what the paintings are called. Interesting. So if I look over here, it tells me the stairs. If I look here, it tells me the carpet. Huh. With the icon, but it still says carpeted stairs either way. Oh, fun. Oh, let's keep going. There's wool stairs now? So I've heard. And seen. Though to be fair, the ability to put carpet over stairs of another material is probably not a bad thing either. And to be fair, I can make wool stairs too. But yeah, it is definitely a good addition for vanilla. So, we do definitely have to move someone into the hotel, and as per popular demand, it will be that strange blue-haired girl, who I have no idea who that supposedly is. But apparently she's called Rem. So yeah, I was gonna. Sorry. But yeah, she will be the next resident. We're an hour in so far. I mean, there's the smallest possibility that we might actually be able to finish. It's not super likely, but it is plausible. Cheap version of RAM. I hated the very thought of saying that. Or perhaps this Rem individual is related to Old Man Rom. Remember Old Man Rom? Let's not forget that one. Very, very important character. Too bad he hasn't really gotten much attention as of late. But he probably will get more attention if the story decides to focus a little bit more on Felt again, because eventually we have to, like, with all the royal selection candidates, eventually we have to focus more on Felt again, and when the story does focus on her, I'm sure we'll get more of Old Man Rom. I should remember him from season 1. Yeah. Uh-huh. Honestly, I'm liking the progress so far. There is a definite possibility we can finish the setup today. And then move on to something different next time. And that something different might just be the hole again, for all I know. Actually, you know what? Since I did fix my pickaxe. Again, the digging part is very dependent on my pickaxe durability. So it would be stupid not to take at least some of today's stream to continue digging. So I can fix the pickaxe again in between streams by doing the AFK fishing to get the mending experience. Yeah, I probably should take some time to go back to the hole. Maybe I'll do that once I run out of materials again. Claire de Lune! It is capable! The dedication to infinite TikTok videos is so ridiculous. No clue what you're talking about. Alright, that's all of that. Let's start on the floor. And for that, I am actually gonna have to shrink again. Now, how was the floor layout always? Because that's gotta be consistent. Okay, so it's sideways, 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 sideways. Okay, it's always sideways on the door. Yes. Which means... regular slabs, okay. Okay. Here goes. Right, the floor is also a little bit more tedious because of the way it alternates. But that's fine, that's a-okay, we've done this before. So now we're just doing it again. And I mean, it's worth it because this little crisscross pattern does look a little... this alternating pattern does look nicer, right? I still stand by that. We can all agree the alternating pattern looks way nicer than just plain planks. Whoops. Doesn't look horrible, so yes. Good. We take those. Okay, next one. So yeah, considering we are gonna take, like, the time to go back to the hole, I guess that means we will indeed not finish today. Because let's face it, we are definitely gonna spend, like, another hour or so in the hole. Before the pickaxe slowly decides that durability is getting low. Damn it. Whew. I can't stop misplacing blocks. You misclick, it haunts me. Boom. Okay. Next one. Still though, I had no clue how quickly I would be progressing today. But I do definitely think that today's progress is far from bad. I mean, we got the outlines done, which is the most important part. The walls are definitely already pretty high up. Even though the walls aren't quite finished yet. The most expensive part of the project is done, let me say it that way. The most expensive part is definitely done, and also the planning part of it is done. Like the layout. Not like that would have been particularly resource intensive, but still. Or time intensive, I should say. Whatever. I made a permit of these emotes, and by a permit I mean triangle. Then you would do that. And I couldn't really stop you. I mean, I could by just deleting the message immediately, but still. Why would I? Oh god, here they come. Whew. Nice triangle you built there. Care to do some building over here? Giving me a hand? Not like I would trust anyone other than me to work on my projects. Which is why I will not be inviting anyone into my pocket dimension. This pocket dimension is for my personal use only. We have different versions. And I can't build to save my life. You know what? That's fair. I just appreciate the fact that what I build isn't exactly horrible. I mean, it's not great either, but it's not bad. So we take that. Most notable build is a villager house. I mean, that's something. There's certainly way worse out there. I mean, hey, my current base is also not anything to look at. From the outside, at least, which is why you will never see it from the outside, other than when I open it up because I'm building. Because it's a pocket dimension and it's only supposed to be viewed from the inside. Try building something. A good luck. In creative. That does make things a bit easier, generally. But it is always good to practice. Even if you're building a survival base, sometimes it is nice to try a few things out in creative first, just to see. Because otherwise, you're gonna be stuck getting materials that you don't even know if you're gonna be using. Well, that's the last room I'm going to be able to finish. This next one will be only part way done. Well, let's see how far we can get with it. And just like that, I'm out of slabs. And out of blocks. There we go. Whew. Also, hi, Emmy. Hi, Emmy. How is it going? Hope you're having a great day. Alright. So So that's looking good so far. Let's move in the next resident and then we go to the hole. Sounds good to me at least. Down here. Whew. Smell a sassy imposter? Do you now? But yeah, I'm doing quite well. I'm not sure if I answered the question. Love. Ring. Okay. Where are you? Okay. We'll do it. Hi. Books. Okay, all the books apparently. Didn't know she was such a book lover. Who is he again? Gee, I wonder. Let me give you more book. Well, this will take a moment again, but then she'll be moving in. Also, look at the map. We have a hostile entity in our base. Oh no, you see the red dot on the map? Scary. Scary. Smell of a flat world and cheats enabled. Smells like home. Do survival super flat. Do it now. No. She can hostile entity all over my Understandable. Perfectly understandable, in fact, Spinne. Oh, that's another great addition now. Not only can I see what I'm looking at, I actually have health bars now that I can see. Also, she has armor by default. Huh. Do the others also have that? Interesting. I just now noticed that, yeah, not only does she have a health bar, she has natural armor. Curious. Yeah, I definitely should check the others then. Get some sleep and rest for the sick one. Alright. Do that. Rest well. Hope you'll feel better soon. Must be useful for something after all. Yeah, because they don't have any other natural use, do they? They're just useless decorations. I can head pat her. Oh. They do the little... They're not jumping. When they do the little short jump, you know, they only do a little hop when you head pat them, not a full jump. They do that by giving them levitation for a moment. Yeah, levitation 14 for like a fraction of a second. That's how they do the jump. Huh. Absolutely not how I expected that to work. But okay. Bye bye, like I'm building a hotel. Bye bye, Neon. Always nice seeing you. Soon. Soon she shall be mine. Wait, have I ever put a transmutation table in the transmutation table? I just noticed this. Well, there's a transmutation tablet. There it is. No, I have not. Guess I gotta do that at some point. What's a transmutation tablet? Is that like a transmutation table for on the go? I assume so, but what are dark matter blocks? Holy... Okay, okay, okay. She needs Mobius fuel? Alchemical coal, which needs coal. Okay, that's a whole process. I see how it is. Battle with true despair, huh? Hello, Code. I did not expect to see you swing by, Lucas, after we were chatting earlier. How are you all doing? Well, I'm doing quite well today. Thanks for asking. How are you doing today? Like, in general. But yeah, Neon is sick and currently heading off to sleep. So that's one update for you on what's going on, what's been happening. Oh, it's already time. Give me those books back, you don't need them anymore. Okay, we got her. Own her! Ah, yes, I own her. That's interesting phrasing for that. Are you not gonna follow me? Oh, now you're moving. Alright. Our master. I mean, I guess she is a maid after all. Okay. Well, you know the drill. Oh, she has regen too. I wonder if all of them have that whenever they're hurt. Okay, what's outfit 2? Cute. And dead. And outfit 3. I don't know what to build out of. Go with something generic if you're unsure. Go with something generic like bricks or stone bricks and some whatever. Or you could just go for a straight up wood build. Had a job interview today and didn't exactly fit the bill, which ain't a great feeling, but I see. Stuff ain't going to make things better. Gotta keep going. Indeed. Keep moving forward. I mean, if you weren't the right fit, then even if you did get hired, it wouldn't have worked out in the long run, I'm sure. So probably best to look at it from a positive angle. Just dedicating myself to doing stuff. Procrastination is hell. Oh, I know that. I know all about procrastination. That's cute. Starts to smack them in the face. I mean, is what I do. Is what I do so I can become them. Alright, let's show her her room. Nope. Yes. Alright, come on in. I said come on in, not close the door in front of your own face. Come on. Rem. Get in here. There we go. Well, have fun. I will be moving right along, but if you ever need anything, I am not here. Okay. So next stop, the hole. What a lovely place to be. Oh, you're still here! Do you feel bad about killing your pets? No? Well, I am about to head down, so bye. I do understand needing to do it for the mob morphing. But out of context saying, oh yeah, what do I do in my free time? I beat up my own mates. Quite the choice of words. I mean, I see your point, definitely. Yeah, so definitely would sound a little bit weird if someone didn't have the context. But I mean, you do kind of have the context, so you know, it's fine. It's a-okay. Everything is 100% fine. Oh boy, this seems to be a big dirt patch. Not looking forward to that. Why does the dirt patch have to be big? Oh well, not much I can do about that. Oh, by the way, I might as well give a random update about how the, I did drop the announcement earlier on the Discord that up until Sunday, people can still DM me about the whole, like, anniversary stream tournament thingy. So far, about a quarter of the fighters are sponsored. So there's still plenty more opportunities for anyone else who wants to sponsor a fighter. Not saying everyone needs to be sponsored, but the more the merrier. Now obviously there's also the question of, you know, if you have anything to be the sponsor, be it your channel or a project. Some people don't have anything that would be sponsor worthy. Like, only a channel that they don't stream on, which would not work. Screen when I have been sleeping through the previous Minecraft streams is an experience, especially since I have been very out of the loop with the Minecraft mods. Like 5 items in your hotbar currently. Understandable. Very understandable. So that would be the water bucket, the 2 pickaxes and the sword, as well as the diorite. I mean, that is like over half, so we take those. I mean, I do need to have some stuff on me at all times. Like, I do always need to have food on me, obviously. Which is why I have cheeseburgers. Basic cheeseburger is just... It's just good. It's just good food. I was, up until the last stream, actually. The last stream is when I switched to cheeseburgers. But before that, I was always eating steak. But yeah, cheeseburgers are like... they're just better. They give you more than double of what steak gives you in terms of filling up your hunger bar. And they're not much more expensive in terms of EMC cost, so yeah. It'll be a miracle when I eventually finish this hole. If I eventually finish this hole. I mean, it will happen eventually. Yes. Yes, a you. Thanks, Kiseki, for being the miracle, as it says in your name. It is annoying that there's a dirt patch here. Yes, yes, I know. If I were smart, I would have brought a shovel. Honestly, digging this out by hand is not that much slower, considering that my hand is on the equivalent of a wooden shovel anyway. And this is a big one. Let's just get rid of all the dirt for now, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. There we go. And while I'm at it... nice. Okay. Back to the usual then. Please tell me that dirt patch isn't gonna enter my area. Okay, no phantoms yet. But I assume they will show up eventually. That's just how they work, sadly. There is no escaping the phantoms. Unless you sleep, which I don't do. Whew. What do you think are the odds of us hitting Deep Slate today? You think it might be feasible? Honestly, for all I know, we might already be at Deep Slate level, but because everything is replaced with andesite, I would not be able to tell. Third corruption / crimson, it's slowly spreading. Oh no. No escape. I'm not sure if we're getting close to Deep Slate at this point. Probably not. Oh, they're here. Are you gonna come down too, or are you gonna struggle against that wall? Oh my god, they really do struggle with walls, don't they? Oh. You know, that's a little bit extra durability for my pickaxe whenever they do show up. Oh, the luxuries of mending. Oh, it's time, it's time. Hang on. We were on this bag, right? Nope. We were already on this bag. Yes. Ooh. Yeah, no, those are filling up, slowly but surely. So as much as the next guy, but also, what the fuck? Oh, what, you mean the fact that I have all these different bags in this bag, and every single bag has this much storage space? I mean... and plus, I could fill these bags up with shulker boxes if I wanted to. Would that be better? For the extra storage? Something has to do with ships. Did you make the... Did you make something where you trapped a sheep in a boat and something that may or may not involve end rods? Or is my mind just going weird places for no reason there? Perhaps. Who's to say indeed? Start subjectively, your greed would sicken me. To be fair, if I did do shulker boxes, they would have one downside. I would have to place them to access their inventory. And that would make things a little bit more complicated, rather than just having the ability to open stuff in my actual inventory. But placing things for extra space, nah, that's going too far. Quite a bit of ore around these parts. But yeah, I do really wonder if we'll even be able to tell when we reach Deep Slate. I mean, we should be able to tell, because occasionally we do find stone. So I can tell we're not at Deep Slate level yet. It will happen sooner or later, though. Alright, let's get back to work on the ore excavation. Few ideas can really and feel of your streams. I am not sure I'm curious about stuff like that. Mainly because I like to have everything. I like the fact that everything on this channel is stuff I just did myself casually on the side. Not sure I need any big ideas right now. I like the fact that everything here is nice and cozy. Well, that's quite a bit. Okay, all the ore is done. We're back to more andesite. It's a few ideas when you have the almighty end stream redeem. More of an incentive for me to stay than anything else. Ah yes, the ultimate redeem. The whole returns, and so do I, briefly. Yes! We have decided to return to the hole since, you know, I have a functional pickaxe right now. And it would be a shame not to use up the durability I gained in between streams. Speaking of regaining durability. But yeah, Bones, nice seeing you, even if it's only briefly. Get down here already. Alright, back to it. Also, I gotta be careful in case there's a blue moon at any point. That's another thing we're waiting for. We're waiting for a blue moon to show up. That's another track I've been hearing a lot recently. Still, I run a campaign, so tonight's one of those nights. Ooh. Very nice. I hope you're not being too tough on your players. But also not too soft. Gotta make them suffer at least a little bit, isn't that how it works? Ooh. That's another layer. Hooray. Hoarding this for a special day. Or two, fear my terror. I am very fearful of all those points, indeed. Listen to a very ancient elf who has been cursed to be a deer for most of his mortal existence. Any suggestions? That is quite a character. Ancient elf who is a deer. How would you make him Scottish? Ah yes. Ah yes, a Scottish accent, but laid on so thick that it's barely understandable. And then try to make them say purple burglar alarm. For some reason. But yeah, I don't really know about suggestions. Probably the wrong person to ask. Oh, we're already full again. So it will be bad. Well, at least you're trying. I don't really even try with accents. Especially considering I already have an accent. I do have a German accent, even if it's definitely not as noticeable as it was when I started streaming. But yeah, if I did try to do any other accents, it would just be layering on top. Slowly morphing closer to North American English. Oh no, I am turning into an American. My worst nightmare. Nah, that ain't ever happening. Make deer noises when they swear. Well, that's an interesting approach. The deer noises when they swear. Genius. Ooh, man. By the way, since we are listening to Danganronpa OST right now and all that, I have heard that apparently Danganronpa 2x2 is getting delayed into next year, which I am actually not sad about. I'm actually not at all sad that it got delayed, because that gives me more time to chill with 100 Line without having to stress out about getting to 2x2. Now that I know it'll be delayed into next year, I can chill out and take all the time I want to get the other half of the endings of 100 Line. I don't even know what you sound like. Clearly they sound like Nokotan, right? Just do your best to mimic Nokotan's voice. Genius. Moko gets a gun, his DNA is going to go from 5% American to 20%. Yet another reason why I would never ever try to get anywhere near any guns. For I fear turning into an American. Would be even worse than turning into a werewolf. What do I have? We have Tim Hortons and killer geese. No guns. Honestly, I think I take my chances with the geese, because I know for a fact that I can somewhat befriend them, given enough effort. Because I've done so before. It mostly takes giving them food, and then they'll be chill around you. But man, will they be aggro towards anyone else who gets close after that. Oh, I remember. Just a pair of, just a few geese, a lot of, including their children. But a few geese, including their children, were crowding around me. They were super chill with me, but the second anyone else approached, they immediately started hissing and chasing them off before going back to me. So I know I can make it work. I know I can make it work with geese. I just need to make sure I have some food on me for them. And after a while, they will accept me in their middle. And I'm sure the same works for anyone who gives them food. Canadian geese will be aggro at you for no reason most times. Stand your ground and they leave you alone. Okay, fair enough. That's good advice. Good info to have if I ever were to go to Canada. Honestly, the next time I travel out of country, will probably be the UK. Mainly because my grandpa said he wants to do a UK trip at some point with me and my cousin. And far be it from me to deny him of that. I would absolutely love to do a UK trip with him. Since he's offering. But who knows when that's actually gonna be happening. He's just said he wants to do it, but no date, no nothing. Said befriend, I just imagine you initiate a real-life Undertale encounter specifically with geese. Everyone is normal and the killer geese. Bullet patterns. I mean, it is essentially bullet patterns until... Like, once they start to chill down, they will remain chill. Towards you, specifically. Geese in Waterloo. The uni students have given them egos and they are famous for chasing people. Dear God. Well then, remind me to stay far away from there. Wait, can I actually? Oh yeah, I can... Oh God! That's a lot of... That's a lot of info. Speaking of, dear God, gotta go. Alright, see ya, have fun with the campaign, hope things go well. See you around. This act guide for most efficient ways of mercying them. I don't need to pull out the guide. I already know what gets the job done. For everyone else, not so sure. As the scriptures of the Bible, holy moly, yeah. Like, I was just like, oh, curious, what happens when I hold control? Boom! It doesn't even fit on screen. What am I gonna do with all that info? What info is that even? I think it tells me what biomes it generates in. Which is a lot, apparently. Oh look, more ore. We're starting to find more copper. Like when we were higher up, I don't think we found any copper whatsoever. But now, there's quite a lot. What biome doesn't andesite spawn in? You make a fair argument. It does spawn basically everywhere. Okay, so we are gonna have to start the next bag. This one is totally full. Just trying to make sure everything in here is a full stack. So it's really full. Yes. Okay, yeah, no, that's another bag completely done. I have filled 4 bags already. 4 bags filled to the brim. Absolute insanity. And again, this is all from one chunk. No, andesite is serious shit. It is very serious indeed. I mean, to be fair, there is so much andesite here. As you can clearly tell, there is more andesite than all other types of material combined in this chunk. Like, very rarely regular stone. We got some diorite. But yeah, it's andesite all the way through, basically. Which again, I shouldn't complain about. Because one block of andesite... Actually, yeah, the math is 4 blocks of andesite are equivalent to an entire stack of stone. So, in terms of EMC value, I mean. So, since 4 of these blocks are equivalent to a full stack of stone, I am glad that it's mostly this stuff. Because that's gonna give me so much more EMC when I finally decide to turn it all in. Again, really couldn't have picked a better biome, apparently. When looking at all the random stuff was, if this was like an SMP, imagine selling loot bags, loot boxes, just imagine spend like 30 diamonds just to get some random ass stone. And like 2 stacks of coal. Quite the bad gambit. Fair, fair. But I think these bags function basically like ender chests. Where if I were to make another brown bag, it has the same inventory as this brown bag. So I couldn't give these to other players. But I think there are certainly options. I mean, there is another bag, right? Let me check. Yeah, there are actually loot bags. There are loot bags I could that you could give people. And there is a storage bag too. Now this is what you could give other people. Like a storage bag and then, ooh, what could be inside? The true gambling. You know what? Speaking of gambling, I could add lucky blocks. I'm a bit nervous to do so, but I could add lucky blocks into the pack at some point. I mean, in fact, I probably should, because lucky blocks is a classic mod, isn't it? Lucky blocks is such a classic mod that I feel like it almost needs to be included as this pack grows. Considering I included the ether simply because it's a classic. Ah, more spawned. Yep, I heard you. Got him. I love it when I can kill them in one cycle. Sadly, at least one of them usually gets away and I have to wait. Ooh, did I just hear a skeleton? I think I did. Does that mean we're about to approach another cave? It's been a hot minute since we've hit a cave. There was one up there. Now again, caves bring with them a unique danger, because again, I want to leave the surrounding walls of the chunk untouched. Which means I can't exactly go into the cave and, you know, spawn-proof it. That goes against my principles. So that means if I tunnel into a cave, congratulations, I will now have to deal with monsters attacking me again as I dig. Stupid as hell. Oh, and most likely would not work in any logical way, but imagine giving someone a storage bag with nothing but unstable ingots. Just give someone an instant heart attack and or nuclear bomb. Oh god. That would actually be interesting. It's like, here, hold this! And then immediately teleport away before it blows up. Which, again, I can teleport away. I do have a warp stone on me. And I feel like most people would have a warp stone at some point or another. It just makes sense to always have a warp stone on you. It's just such a good way of getting around. Hot potato. You are throwing around radioactive barrels at each other. Yes. Yes, my favorite game, Radioactive Potato. Who develops cancer first? Whole time, time for the whole. Also, hello, hi Dormuse. Yeah, I was working on the hotel today to expand it, but then I remembered, hang on. I spent all my time AFKing in between streams, so my pickaxe would be repaired. It would be a shame not to use the pickaxe after I repaired it. Which is why we put the hotel expansion on pause again to go back to the hole. But I have made good progress, and assuming everything goes well, I should be able to finish the expansion next time. But yeah, how are you doing, Tormuse? Hope you're enjoying your day, your week, whatever. Again, I wonder what height I'm at. I could check. I could check by pressing F3. But I'm not going to. I want to be pleasantly surprised when I see my first steep slate. Development off stream and holding on stream? No. I did the pickaxe repairing off stream. Because my pickaxe gets repaired by me just standing around AFK. So basically, I stand in my fishing spot, leave the game running, and do nothing. I just leave the game running while I do whatever else. And then when I come back in the next stream, my pickaxe is fully repaired. That's the kind of stuff, the only stuff I do off stream. The only stuff I do off stream is stuff that I can 100% AFK without having to do anything. Anything that requires me to do anything, I only do on stream. That is my rule. Oh yeah, I noticed you chatted about that in the club meetings Discord. Congrats on getting through it. That sounds, every time I see you play that, I'm like impressed by how much you're torturing yourself. So congrats on getting through. I did want to stop by for a bit. I shall go to bed now. Absolutely get that sleep. Absolutely get that sleep, Lucas. You need it. You need all the rest you can get. And I wish you best of luck in your future job search endeavors as well. Ooh. Still no blue moon, by the way. I wonder when that'll happen. Oh. Bag full. Or inventory full, rather. Bag still empty. I know blue moons can happen. I know they can. But so far we haven't had any special moon event in a while. Curious. No! Mistakes were made, but I can fix it. Nobody will ever know. To be fair though, considering how far I've gotten, it's insane that that was the first time I accidentally mined into the wall. Insane that that was the first time just now. Yeah, I do hear the monsters. I'm definitely approaching another cave. Slowly but surely. I love killing game music. I love music that's supposed to motivate you to massacre your friends. Okay, judging by the red dot on the map, I do definitely think I'm gonna be hitting that cave. I don't think I'll be mining past it. I do definitely think I'm gonna go... Well, maybe not directly through it, but at the very least I'm gonna open it up. I'm at the very least gonna scratch that cave. There's no way I'm just passing it without seeing it. I'm still curious, how many bags do you think we'll have filled by the time we get to the bottom of this? We already have 4 bags. 4 of these bags completely filled to the brim with blocks. My guess 12. I don't even have that many. Actually, no, I do have. I do have enough. Still, though. You know what? 12 might actually be accurate, since we have already filled 4. Assuming we still go, like, 3 times this distance further. Yeah, no, that actually makes sense. That could add up. Three times this distance definitely would make sense. Ah, yes! This track. Dangan Vegas. Everyone going to Vegas now. It's lovely that Monokuma promotes underage gambling. That's why he's a great mascot. Oh man. Again though, I'm so hyped for 2x2. As I said, as hyped as I am, that doesn't change the fact that it being pushed back into next year is probably a good thing. Gives them more time to make sure the game is as great as can be, and again, I probably wouldn't have been able to get around to it anyway if it's still released in this year. It's happening, my fingers don't know where the fuck my buttons are in Hollow Knight Syndrome. Oh no. Normally that kind of stuff means you might need a break. But who am I to tell you what to do? I just opened Hollow Knight. Yes, and that means it's the perfect time to take a break from Hollow Knight. Nah, I know you can't. You gotta do your content, your infinite content glitch. I know, I know. Oh, you already did. Okay. Then I guess that's fine. From Hollow Knight to Silk Song, says they have different control schemes. Wait, they do? Why would they have them have different control schemes? Oh, that Yeah, no, I totally understand if you mess up because of that. Well, that feels like a weird decision, design-wise, to change it. Don't even play Silksong yet. Yet being the keyword there, I assume. I imagine, considering how much time you're spending with Hollow Knight, you are eventually gonna play Silksong as well. Alright, might as well. Just cleaning up a little bit. Ooh. Spooky, thanks for the lurk. Appreciate that. More accurate, they have mostly the same control scheme with slight differences. They require adjustments, I see. I see. That makes more sense. Appreciate the pats too, but you don't worry about a thing. Appreciate having you here, even if you are busy lurking. The lurkers are very much always appreciated around these parts. Especially since we are doing a very boring task right now of just digging. Okay, I'm definitely very close to that cave. There's no arrow on that red dot anymore, which means we're roughly on the same height. Wasn't just like the background noise while reading Arrow 3. Oh, I see. Well, I'm happy to be background noise for you. Honestly, sometimes that's all a streamer can ask for, being good background noise material. In fact, I take that as a big compliment. Because that's mostly how I treat streamers anyway. Mostly when I watch streams, I usually have them open in the background while I do other stuff. Sometimes I focus a little bit more on the stream and actually chat as well, but I basically always do something else while watching streams. Oh, yeah, we hit the cave. I knew we would hit it. I knew we would. Muscle memories. What the fuck is muscle memory syndrome? That's definitely something to call that. Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon is not what I want. That doesn't help me at all. All Knight uses the same button for healing as spells. Okay. While Silksong uses different buttons. One for healing, one for spells. I see. Yeah, okay, that makes sense why that would be confusing. Definitely makes sense. Well, I mean, we got a special lunar event, but it's really not a good lunar event. But honestly, it could have been worse. Imagine we got a blood moon right as I was about to hit a cave. How many monsters would have flooded out of that cave if I were to hit it immediately and then immediately get a blood moon? So yeah, while I didn't get the blue moon I wanted, at least a harvest moon doesn't harm me in any way. Then again, getting a bunch of monsters coming at me from a blood moon would make it so I could repair my pickaxe, which isn't necessarily bad either. Oh well. We got what we got. So that's the second cave we've hit so far. Technically third if you count the little mob spawner cave that I wouldn't really count because that's just like a little indent in a wall, if anything. So yeah, second cave. I assume we'll be hitting quite a few more on the way down. Oh great, more dirt. Lovely. Surprisingly empty. Huh. Okay. No mobs flooding out of that cave whatsoever. I guess it is a relatively small one compared to the one we had up there. So not as much space for monsters to spawn. Still though, there was at least that one zombie that was basically right next to me for a big chunk of things. And I'm pretty sure I heard a skeleton at some point too. I guess they already despawned. In any event, just having one look into the cave already tells me I'm still not near Deep Slate level yet, because even looking into the cave and looking down a little bit, nothing down there screams Deep Slate. Imagine if we were still not at sea level. But no, we definitely would have passed sea level at the very least by now. There's no way we're not below sea level at this point. Also, that's a big chunk of regular stone all of a sudden. Would you look at that? Regular stone slowly creeping back in. Ah, there's more of them. What? They really don't like the hole. They get stuck constantly. Why do they struggle so much when they're going down near walls? Ah, it went up too fast. Couldn't one cycle it. Oh, but you're already back. Nice. Okay. We are slowly getting closer and closer to the red, but there's still decent durability on the pig. Definitely still decent durability on it. So I'd say a few more layers are definitely doable. It's just annoying that we've hit another dirt pocket over here. And Gabe! Thank you for the raid! How was Tomodachi life today? I hope your stream went absolutely fantastic. Also, as per usual, if you gotta raid and run, that's totally understandable. I never know what kind of chores are sneaking up on you after you end your streams. Could be anything from dishes to the lawn to who knows what. In any event, thanks so much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. Okay, after this I can maybe do one more layer and then the durability is slowly looking worse. Oh great, there's more incoming. Oh, that's a bunch of them! Now there's a double one-sided love triangle between... Hang on. Okay, so I'm included in the love triangle. That's something. You, me, and Gango. That's an interesting combination. You didn't even attack me while we're already going back up. Get back down here, you idiot! There we go. But very interesting. Spin has already sent a clip earlier that I have to apparently watch. I assume that's related to the love triangle you're talking about. I'm curious to check it out. Nope. It's funnier. Even funnier than that? Well, now I have to check it out. Extra much. The especially much. And the harvest moon sets. Well, there it goes. Wasn't a blue moon anyway, so who cares? Alright, one more layer. And then I think that's good for today. With the hole. Ba-dum, ba-da-dum. Ah, man. I really wonder what's gonna change in 2x2. Like for the alternate path. Like who's gonna die, who's gonna live. I honestly think Mikan, if she sticks around for a long time, she's gonna be so useful. Because again, just having someone who can do autopsies is gonna be so beneficial. Like, I imagine if she sticks around to the later chapters, she might be basically the Kyoko of 2x2, because, again, she can actually check the corpses, see what's up. Now today's episode of Code's Mighty Big Hole. Yes. Honestly, durability isn't even looking that bad. Do you think I should do one more layer after all? There we go. Supper time now. Hope your internet stays stable. It seems to be stable today, yes. Well, enjoy your supper. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Okay, we do have some ore in the ground. We can definitely afford another layer. Considering we have ore here. That will give me some durability back. The Lego scandal. Can't say I'm familiar. What's that about? No, can't say I'm familiar with this scandal. Right. Okay, yeah, now the pickaxe durability is going into the red. Slowly but surely. DLC's good route, like right now. Ooh. Nice, 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 nice. It's gonna take some more time than the regular bad ending, but probably gonna be worth it. Alright, here we go. It's ore time. Oh man, but if I stop now, then the hole will be all uneven. I might have to go a little bit deeper just because of that now. I mean, it's not like my pickaxe is in any danger of breaking right now, so it's fine. Again, any layers we get done today are layers we won't have to worry about in the future. What words describe Sayori? Alright, for Sayori you want simple words that describe happiness and sadness, as well as some of the stuff like family stuff, like stuff like marriage and things like that also work for her. You're welcome. Also, that's a long message you got there, Spinner. We're holding a piece of Lego Star Wars collection, someone. Oh, there's Jade. Why is there a zombie dying? Where and how? Oh! Oh! I got dug into another cave. I didn't even notice. Oh, and that's another big one. So I dug into a cave and randomly caught that zombie on fire. Oh, fun. I'm gonna try to get sure, even though they are on the wrong and the police is on the side of the company. Yikes. Companies always have an advantage, it seems, as annoying as that is. Yes, 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 I hear you, zombie. Okay. One more layer, so just so that we have an even floor. And then... not sure what we'll do then. I guess we'll proceed with the hotel again. See how much further we can get with that today. Anything we get done today is stuff we won't have to do next time. Which will be this coming week again. Okay. But yeah, now you can definitely see pickaxe durability getting red, red, red. Not good, not good, not good. Which is why we shouldn't really push it any further. Last thing I would want is for my maze breaker to break. It's not called the maze breaker because it breaks itself, but because it breaks a maze. Or any materials that could constitute a maze. Oh, that's a spider cave! I think I actually saw that when, Isn't that... Yeah, I saw a spider cave and a mushroom cave, I think, in the area. I guess we dug into that. It does indeed break mazes. Because you can just tunnel through the wall, thus the maze is broken. Let's have a quick peek. There really aren't a lot of monsters here, huh? Weird. Yeah, why is this so empty? Oh, because it's... You know how I said, oh, I wonder if we're approaching Deep Slate and all that? We are still at a height where we have easy sky access. There is no... I'm not even sure we're at sea level anymore. Earlier I said, oh, I'm pretty sure we're at least at sea level. Nope, I don't think we are. I still don't think we're at sea level. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, but we're close, because that's a river. And we are approaching that river in terms of where we are with the hole. I thought we were at the very least at sea level already. I really thought we were already at sea level. Oh god. That really puts it into perspective. All of this digging, and we're still not at sea level. Huh. So let's make it 15 to 20 bags. Jesus. Let's return to base. Now it's labeled the hole. I mean, what else should I call it? It is just the hole. I could throw a trademark in there, which I actually did for the stream where I started the hole. I just added a little trademark at the end of it, because why not? Why wouldn't I trademark the hole? Okay, let's grab more materials for the hotel. Alright, and off to work we go. Alright, here we are. You can tell that it's a work in progress because the ceiling is visible. Or rather, the sky is visible. Alright. Whew. Here's my favorite character in DDLC, and her name in itself is a factor to that. Ah, yes. Do you like watching Yuri featuring Yuri? Perhaps. Started reading a wholesome Yuri manga. I mean, yeah, those do exist. There are both the wholesome and the non-wholesome variants out there. As the case for basically anything. Speaking of Yuri, since you like her so much, you will probably be happy to know that when the anniversary stream happens, and we will be having that little CPU tournament thingy, Yuri is gonna be one of the fighters on the bracket. We'll see how she performs. I am not sure how far she will get, but we'll find out when the time comes. Yes, Nyako, I hear you, Nyako. You don't have to be so loud, Nyako. I know you're there, Nyako. I know you miss power, but she'll come sometime soon. Don't you worry about it, Nyako. I get it, Nyako, you're lonely. You'll just have to be patient. Slow and steady process, but little by little we make progress. Saranowski's Bond is cute but funny. Is that how we're describing things now? The cute and funny, hehehe. Finding a suitable cat for power after all. Oh yeah, we did. Might as well check on her in a second. Might as well check on Nyako. Damn it. Let's keep going a little bit longer. Maybe after this room is done, we'll check on... Like, this room's floor, I should say. We'll check on Nyako real quick. Having such an alternating floor pattern definitely does make things more annoying during the construction process. Especially when the floor is up in the air, so you can't place the blocks against anything. That's kind of what I signed up for, so whatever. Alright, let's check on Nyako real quick. There! You can't tell me that's not the perfect Nyako. I couldn't possibly find a more fitting one. And power will be here sometime soon-ish. Kitty, yes. But yeah, there's gotta be a little bit more patience before power shows up. You'll see around, I'm forced to read the alternate dialogue. I mean, nobody's forcing you, but it's probably good if you do, if you're interested at all. She dismembered somebody in there. I mean, that's Power's room for you. That is precisely why I designed it that way. Best way to approach it. To be fair, it is Power's cat. Yeah, the fact that Power isn't there, it's just Nyako. It's just Nyako without power, and there's still that giant ribcage with meat on it. The implications are certainly extreme when you look at it that way. Here we go. Oh god. This music haunts me, by the way. This music haunts me. In case you're not aware, I've been spending a lot of my off time grinding right now in Danganronpa S. And this is the music that I have to listen to on repeat a lot of the time. It becomes haunting after a while. Kind of ironic if Nyako ate Power, all things considered. Very ironic. Also fun. Kiseki. Don't prioritize watching that. For one, the anime adaptation of Danganronpa 1 is rather subpar. And for another, you wouldn't be able to watch the complete anime with, you would be missing a lot of context for the anime, because guess what? Danganronpa 1 is the only one that got an anime adaptation. And then there's the anime exclusive story, which expects you to already know the games. Because yeah, Danganronpa 1 has an anime adaptation, and then there's Danganronpa 3, which is anime only. So, you would be completely skipping Danganronpa 2 if you were just watching the anime. Which is why it's so weird to me how they handled that. Who knows, maybe they'll make an anime adaptation of 2 at some point. Probably not though, because they're just not they just now made they're just now making the remaster of Danganronpa 2. So I assume they're not giving us that treatment. Still gonna watch it. I mean, if you watch Danganronpa the animation, which is the adaptation of the first game, then I guess it's okay. Again, they cut so much stuff out. I think it's 10 episodes long, if I remember right. And 10 episodes is definitely way too short to adapt that massive game. I mean, they did what they could, but still. But hey, actually, you know what, Kiseki? Since I'm gonna be streaming Danganronpa 2x2 when that comes out, which is the remake of Danganronpa 2, maybe it would be feasible. You could watch Danganronpa the animation, so you would have like a shortened, not as good version of like the story of the first game, then catch my streams of Danganronpa 2, and then watch Danganronpa 3 the anime. So it would technically be feasible for you to watch that. If we do it like that. That's 140 animes away. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. You watch at whatever pace you want to watch at. I got my own stuff to watch. To be fair though, that is getting a little bit more slim right now because Dr. Stone finished. ReZero is on its mid-season break right now. So those two series that I was actively watching are now not a thing anymore. However, I did discover that Reincarnated as a Slime is airing again. So I've been watching that now. And Iruma-kun is airing a new season presently as well. So yeah, currently I am actively watching Reincarnated as a Slime and Iruma-kun. And I think 100 Girlfriends already started airing, right? Didn't the new season for that start airing very, very recently? I haven't started it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I think it already started, though. Break. Forgot to watch episode 1! Don't worry about it. Again, I haven't watched it yet either. I just know it started. So you won't get any spoilers from me. But I forgot. It happens to the best of us. Yeah. Honestly, I think I should be waiting. I probably am not gonna watch episode 1 on my own. Because... next week I'm meeting up with a friend of mine, and whenever I meet up with him, we always end up sitting on the couch and watching anime together for a decent chunk of time. So, the fact that the new season of 100 Girlfriends is airing means that's definitely going to be something we'll be checking out together for the first episode at least. Almost 2 a.m. Indeed, almost 2 a.m. Similar old schedule for coffee. Are you gonna get some coffee or nah? You say it's your old schedule, so... Yes, I am. Alright then. Honestly, I probably won't be going too much longer anyway, because you know me. I usually stream for around 3-ish hours, unless it's 100 line, in which case I go for longer. But you know what? I am tempted to at least continue until we're done with all the flooring. I feel like that makes sense. So that's one less thing we have to worry about next time, you know. We are slowly getting close to being done. There's like, what, 9 rooms left? Which, to be fair, is still a decent amount, but also definitely feasible. Huh? But yeah, we are gonna have to go and fetch some more materials in a second. Yep. Now is the time where we need to grab more. Alright, let's do that real quick. Why does it feel so weird now? Look empty, like a reminder? Oh god. I mean, I get it. It is a little bit tragic. Well, not just a little bit when you know what happens to them. Okay, this should be plenty. I'll just put the rest back once I'm done. Okay. Officially past the 3-hour mark. But I am committed to making progress. Ah, there we go. And I keep getting cupcakes for my efforts, so you know what? It's worth it. Also, we're in this the area where we haven't even finished the walls yet. But hey, all in due time, all in due time. Also, by the way, might as well mention this. I think I'll do it during the weekend. I'll be running the first little tests to see if Stream 100 will work how I want it to work. Naturally, in order to run those tests, I'm gonna need some volunteers. At least one volunteer. That much is pretty much a prerequisite. But yeah, just a few little tests. I'll create a small little test world and just see if everything would run and be stable and stuff. Which naturally means I have to do something I have forgotten to do for the longest time, which is to actually update the Google Drive that contains this mod pack. Haven't updated that Google Drive folder in a while. So I'll have to do that so I can actually even begin to run those tests. And as for volunteers, I am just gonna assume that Spinne and or Neon would be willing to help me verify if everything works. Probably, at least. But anyone else who wants to try is welcome. Are you already at the festival? Well then, you are aware the morning of the festival, like you can do the weekend normally with whoever you want to spend the weekend with, but the morning of the festival is where you have to log in if you want to get that good ending. Because I doubt my phone is handling 100 mods. Can you even play? Like, is there some kind of port for Java Edition onto mobile devices? Because I don't think there is. Mobile devices are, as far as I am aware, exclusively Bedrock Edition. Which means it wouldn't work in the first place. Back to skipping the DLC dialogue. Yep, but be sure not to overshoot your destination. Because once you see... because once you open the door to Sayori's room, there is no going back anymore. So if you overshoot that point, then you are screwed. Only approaching the home decision thing, right. Okay, so you still have plenty of time. Got another cupcake, very nice. Okay, another one. 5 more. I know there's some utility to being able to place blocks under others. But it's really more trouble than it's worth. Pretty sure the Quark mod added that feature. It certainly doesn't help me. It just gives me more opportunities to misclick. A little bit more and we can wrap things up. And then next time we'll finish off the walls, put in the doors, get the decor going, at the ceiling, that is still an important factor. Yeah, I think next time definitely walls and ceiling. And then deal with the hallway interior again. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up, hurry it up. Hurry it up, but don't make mistakes by hurrying it up. How do I hurry, but also make sure I get everything done right? Who knows? Claire de Lune! I can never escape it. Who does Doki Doki work for in the Poe minigame? Natsuki. It works for Best Girl. Doki Doki works for Best Girl. As it should. Because obviously, when it comes to Best Girl, you would clearly want to make her Kokoro go Doki Doki. I mean, why wouldn't one want that? It is a little bit annoying that I can never escape Claire de Lune anymore, and I don't think I'll be able to hear that piece without having sad emotional connotations attached to it. Thanks, Danganronpa V3, very cool. And then the music kept haunting me in 100 Line as well, because why would I be able to escape it? Okay. We are on the second to last room now, so soon we can wrap it up. Now, obviously, once I am done with this, I'll have to quickly go downstairs again, put all the leftover materials away, and then set everything up so I'm in the AFK area. But yeah, once that's done, once that is done, we are good to log off for the day, and then we'll be back tomorrow for Friday Night Funkin'. Still not sure exactly what I want to play for tomorrow's stream. There's that one mod that Blue sent in, which was actually one that Blue made. So that's definitely happening. But beyond that, I have no clue. Beyond that, I have no clue yet what I want to, which mods I specifically want to play. I'll need to see if I have anything in my mod folder, and if the mod folder is looking rather empty, then I'll have to see if I can't find anything on the featured page on Game Banana. Okay, last few blocks. And then one quick look at the map to confirm. Yes, looking good. That's all the floor in place. Now I put my stuff away. And get ready for some fishing. Which will fix my maze breaker again. Because it has taken a little bit of a beating. Okay, so it's over here. And then... nope. Alright, more shit spawned in here again, right? Again, how does one spawn-proof things? And I don't mean spawn-proof against hostile mobs, I mean specifically against passive mobs. Really wish I knew. And we are in position. And that's where we're wrapping it up for the day then. Okay. Let's have a quick look over here. In case it isn't obvious, foxes aren't players. Well, that's dumb. That's stupid. Foxes should be players. Okay, so, who do we raid? Good hole. Why, thank you. So, as for who we're raiding today... let's see. Should we maybe raid Lyra again? Actually, I'm not too familiar with Marathon. Looks like it's a shooter, which I'm not too big on. Not too big on shooters, so I don't think we will be doing that. For Noshi, maybe again? Yeah, that seems more up my alley. Alright, Yoshi it is. Yoshi it is. Actually, scratch that, scratch that. Hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Scratch that. Cersei just went live. Come on. Yes, come on. Cersei just went live. We rarely ever get to raid Cersei. I think we have to. Considering how rarely we get to raid Cersei, I feel like we have to take this opportunity. Alright, let's do that. Bot join the Discord. Give them a chance to respond and stuff, you know the drill. And if continue to be suspicious, then end their life. Kill them, murderize them, you know the drill. But yeah, thank you all for joining me today. Tomorrow is FNF Day, so I hope you're looking forward to that. And yeah, thanks for the stream. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining the stream. Wouldn't be fun without having people here. Well, it would still be fun, but it wouldn't be quite as fun, I should say. But yeah, bye everyone. And of course, if you're watching this after it's been uploaded to YouTube as a VOD, then your support has also been greatly appreciated. And you know what? If you want to catch me live in the future, you can do so. All you have to do for that is simply check the video description down below. There's a link to my Twitch. I stream every single Friday and Saturday, and sometimes other days of the week too, though I do that on a bit more of an irregular basis. In any event, thanks for joining me, and let me wrap things up here, and then I will see you around. Bye-bye!